stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. In today's culture, that's labeled toxic masculinity. But Scripture reveals the truth. Strength rooted in love is biblical masculinity. Make your choice. Welcome back to the Choice Podcast. Hasn't been a while, man. It's like feels like forever.
Welcome
edition.
back.
I don't know which episode we're on, boys.
This edition's called It's Been Too Long.
Oh my goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
it's been a little too long.
Man, Josh, we've been traveling everywhere, buddy.
Everywhere. And still going to do some more here next week.
A ton of traveling. It's January. No, it ain't. It's February.
It is February.
Groundhog Day.
January's over. It still feels like that because Virginia's still frozen.
It
It's
is.
super frozen, dude. Yeah, I want to talk about that in a second. But, you know, it's February 2nd. It's Groundhog Day here, and we haven't recorded in 2 or 3 weeks. And so we're back in the studio. We did have, Joshua, one secret episode that did not make the cut.
We did, and it was a good one. It was a good one. We had some.
I know. Super
I
wah-wah.
will own up and take accountability. It was my fault.
So Matty B's owning up, but it was a technical difficulty. We were trying something new. It was a killer episode.
It was a killer episode. We tried to record from the Duck Lodge, and we did record video.
Yeah, we did.
Problem was...
All you saw was our mouths moving.
Yeah. Problem was that video only don't fare too well on a audio podcast.
Especially when you're way out in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas, in a duck camp.
Man.
Hey, y'all's gonna have to wait for the bloopers to come out. Whenever
Bloopers.
that is.
Oh, we can dub it. Hey, you could probably use that video and just dub over whatever you want.
Funny lip readings.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, we did the episode was the Nicholas Maduro.
Dudes in the news.
Dudes in the news. Nicholas Maduro. And we had a friend with who knows what he's talking about. Come on. But very sad. And we'll never see it again. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But
it was good though. He brought in a great point of view, and really shed some good perspective, and that means nothing to all of y'all because y'all won't hear it ever.
Yeah, and well, here's the thing. Well, that happened about 3 or 4 days. So that was in Arkansas. That would happen 3 or 4 days before I had to come home. Well, had to is a loose term. I came home early because we were getting or suspected to get, Josh, Snow Mageddon.
But
Nice touch.
that didn't happen. We got Ice Age 2026.
Yeah, we got let down Mageddon.
So I don't know what it was, 10 inches, 8, 12, whatever it was, something like that. And when it fell, that stupid stuff froze solid to the ground. And it is heavy ice.
I have something. We could talk a whole podcast on that. So can I share you a story?
Yeah, share me a story.
Dude. So here's a little pro tip. All right, this is gonna take a second because it's been emotional. All right, so I would say you're on point. I think we had 5 or 6 inches of snow, regular snow, that turned into 2 inches of sleet. Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely frozen rain there at the end.
And which is fine. Here's the problem.
No, it ain't.
I let it go overnight, and I went out the next day, and I had in the barn, in the what do you call it? In the pit.
Carport.
Well, I guess I'm trying to think like where you keep like your equipment if you're a race car team.
The pit.
In the garage. In the garage.
The
That
pit,
I don't have a garage. I have a carport, and I have a shale driveway. Okay, and I would say maybe 60 yards long. Josh, you've been there.
I'd say it's 60 at least.
So shale
60,
driveway.
75.
And in the garage, I got 2 pieces of equipment. One Kubota tractor, so not a big one, a small one, BX something or other, 1330, something like that, equipped with a bucket. Small tires, aggressive tires, not flat tires.
It's not a lawn tractor. It's a tractor.
It gets things done.
It does.
So I went, and that's normally my snow removal piece of equipment. The other piece of equipment I have in the garage that I got recently to go down and duck hunt with was a side-by-side, a Honda Pioneer. It's a 1005. It's a big engine, holds 5 people. It's a good piece of equipment, and man, let me tell you about how much I love that thing after using it for a month out in the terrain. But anywho, I took so we got. Picture this. You got the 4, 5, or 6 inches of snow, 2 inches of slush. I took out my handy-dandy, reliable tractor with the bucket on it. Nothing. It spun and spun and spun. It does not want to go. I'm like, uh-oh. So I'm like, well, I guess I don't know what I'm gonna do. And like the neighbors are like pushing each other off. They all got plow driveways, and they just don't want to destroy my driveway, so they don't come and push it off. Right? We have great neighbors, but they're like, I don't want to push shale in your yard. It's another thing. If I'd asked, they would have. It's like, man, I can get it. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna bite the bullet, Josh. And I was looking at that Honda side-by-side, and they have a plow because that thing was going everywhere. That thing would not get stuck. 4x4, it's going everywhere. Took the kids ice skating on a pond,
bro. It's a
in
Honda.
the woods in that conditions. It would go everywhere. And so, long story longer, I went and I ended up driving 90 minutes to Winchester to get a plow for the side-by-side. And I was like, it'll be a nice project for my son and I. We'll put it on. It comes with the reason I was like, it might as well, because it comes with a winch. That's one of the 3 parts it comes with, which I would have bought anyways because I needed one. A winch, a bracket, and the plow itself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Bro. So I went up there, I did the research, did some pricing on the next day. It's like a 2-day event. Drove up, got it, came back. I opened it up, and I'm like, I'll just install. It won't be a big deal. The very first thing you got to put on is the winch, Matty B. And at the very top of the instructions, what do you think it says?
Don't install this on your own.
That's exactly right. It said, not meant for do-it-yourselfers. Take this to a professional. And long story, again, longer, 16 hours later, we finally got this plow hooked up. It took all from 6 p.m. to about 10:30 night 1 and 7 a.m. to whenever we finished at 6 p.m. or so. The next day, dude.
So, but here's the answer to our question. You're obviously now classified as a professional.
Yes.
I could do it a lot faster this time because it was like literal contortionist work to try to get up in contortionist. Big word, Matty B.
I like it.
Well done. That should come with some kind of cheers or like something.
I was getting there.
All right,
I was
okay.
getting there.
That was an accident. And so I will tell you this though, Josh. By that time, here's the problem. Here was the problem. The temperature for one day went above 30 degrees, 32 degrees, and everything got mushy. And then it froze hard to single digits, buddy. It was ice. So here's my little shout out to Honda. You all make a heck of a piece of equipment, and I'll tell you why. Because I was expecting, dude, my 4x4 truck got stuck in the driveway, and it's not an incline. Barely. It's barely an incline. So I was like, I'll just do my best and crush it up and just scrape the top off so I can get in and out to the best of our ability. Buddy, but let me tell you something. I dropped that plow into float mode with the winch, and it said, oh no, I want to eat. And it went right through, not expected. I had the old Honda in 4 low, dropped the plow into float, and boy, oh boy, that sucker
went to
work. And it did miracles on that driveway, on a frozen solid ice shale driveway. Buddy, like the first one, I was like, oh my goodness. It pushed the whole center portion off, and it said, give me some more. Buddy, well, here's the lesson to learn. Here's a little pro tip for you guys. And I'm pointing at the camera because now we have cameras. Here's the pro tip. This thing comes with feet, okay? The plow comes with feet that you can adjust. They're about this big, 3 inches across. They like kind of, you can adjust them up and down. Here's the trick. I started with the feet the whole way up, which is how they come from the factory. So that means the blade itself is riding on the shale.
On the ground.
Not bad to go. Not good for shale.
Mm-hmm.
Or really anything, probably. I took those feet, Josh, and I put them about a half an inch below the blade of the plow, like on each side, so that now the whole mechanism is riding on the feet and it's not digging into the ground.
There you go.
Boy, buddy, let me tell you, once I did that, it was smooth. It was like hot, honestly. It was frozen block ice. I have a video. Hot knife through butter.
Wow.
I was so excited. I thought I was going to be frozen in for weeks because of the whole debacle with the whole, melt refreeze thing. And I didn't get to it in time. I thought I was in a pinch. Turns out, most of the driveway is clear today because it was above 32. I got barely any snow left in the driveway.
Yeah, that's great.
How about that?
That's great.
Yeah,
I did mine differently.
Me and my roommate spent like 2.5 hours trying to get his car out because we waited until Saturday. We had to borrow a pickaxe to break the ice.
Oh, yeah. I believe it. We were using sledgehammers to shovel out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
You get some work in, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah."
That was good.
How'd you all get out?
So I shoveled twice during the snowfall, and
Smart
then
man.
I stopped.
Wisdom.
I stopped at the freeze. Now I didn't shovel the whole driveway. I just shoveled 2 ruts for the wheels going down, and then I stopped when the sleet and the frozen rain came.
Sure.
And then the wind kicked up where I live, and I'm pretty hilly where I'm at, and it covered up every bit of work I did, and then froze that night. So basically, it was worthless effort.
Yeah, worthless effort.
And so then we had to really get it done. So my boys and I went out there and went back to the ruts I'd originally done, and they broke up a foot or 2 at a time, those 2 ruts, and then I'd shovel them out of the way. And that's how we did. Then we'd swap off and whatever to keep them
You know
engaged.
what they say? Don't lift with your back.
That's right.
Lift with your teenagers.
That's exactly what I was doing. At the second, once we got the first rut done, it became I got promoted to foreman,
Oh, foreman.
and then they did it, and then I realized
was it self promotion?
Oh yeah, 100% self promotion.
Hey, listen. So the owner of the company, her name's Holly.
That's right.
How did she feel about this?
She didn't care as long as the job was getting done and we weren't getting lazy.
Oh well, very well.
We've tried this
She
before.
probably fed the crew.
She fed the crew well.
Gumbo?
Not yet.
Okay.
That comes very soon. Very, very soon. We had a chicken fricassee, not a gumbo.
Oh, who? What?
Okay, so
what?
So here's
Hold on. Can
let-
you say what he just said? Did you have
No.
try
Fricochet or?
chicken fricassee? What'd you say?
yeah. Sometimes y'all disappoint me so much.
Hey, I have no
Hey,
Cajun
Cajun
blood.
word of the day. Make something up. It sounds Cajun.
Chicken fricassee.
Oh, good night.
Fricassee.
Yeah, fricassee.
Fricassee.
There you go. So here's what it is.
Fricassee.
This is the way I explain it.
Okay.
Now this isn't the right way to explain it, but here's how I do it.
Which means
There's
it is the right way to explain it. Because if it's the wrong way, it's
there's
the right
a
way.
few dishes you use a roux
boy.
to start with,
A
right?
roux. Can you remind us what a roux is?
So a roux is when you throw down flour and oil in a hot pot, like a cast iron pot or aluminum pot. If you're Cajun, you got a Magnolite set. They last so long, people hand them down in their will, right? And so anyway, every good Cajun family will have a Magnolite pot, a big 5-gallon Magnolite pot. So you start to burn the roux, the flour in the oil, and you've got to keep stirring constantly. This can take forever if you're a new guy, but you can never stop stirring. Once you start, you have to keep or you'll burn it. If you burn it, you've ruined the roux. And we keep all the chopped vegetables on the side because you turn the fire down when your roux is the right color and you throw the vegetables in to cool it off, right? So you've got celery, onions, and bell pepper, and that's the Trinity. And
Oh, yeah.
everybody uses the Trinity. If you're the Trinity and the Pope, you have garlic as well. I don't throw garlic in a hot roux because you can burn garlic. Garlic burns at a very low temperature. So
and does it taste terrible then?
it doesn't taste as good. But so that's how you start a roux. And we like, for gumbo, a very, very dark roux at my house, which y'all are going to experience soon. But
I haven't seen Matty be light up like that in a long time. Did you see his face?
I did. He's going to like it.
Oh, he'll love it.
It's going to change
Good
his
man.
world. But a chicken fricassee,
Oh, good.
you
night.
do use a roux, but it's a little different. Like if a gumbo is college level, fricassee is kind of like that roux that got its GED, like somewhere around
Way
11th
harder
grade.
to say, way easier to make.
Junior
Yeah.
college or no?
No, like didn't
Based
make it out of
on-
high school.
Oh,
Based on the dialect, I thought that was going to be a PhD level event there.
Well, I'll tell you this: they're both
the
phenomenal.
chicken fricassee.
The fricassee,
Fancy.
that will make you so mad. You'll be angry with yourself for not trying it sooner in life. That's how good it is.
smack your grandma
this
good
is-
enough.
Oh, absolutely. But the point
here's
is,
here's a little antidote.
we got
Is
no points.
it's since
I said we got no points. Let's keep going. What's
Oh,
the
yeah.
antidote?
it sounds a lot like something that's similar to a college experience. Whenever you get broken up with the frickin' chickasee, but it ain't it.
It's close.
Yeah,
It's close.
Record scratch.
So this
Instead
is
is
what
the
happened.
chick and fricassee.
Holly made the chicken fricassee,
Oh, good.
and
Is it-
we
I think
shoveled
he
this
making this up.
driveway. But here's what's cool. Check this out. I realized we were not going to get our propane delivery if I didn't get that stupid driveway completely done.
Oh, the propane. What a saga that was.
Oh my gosh.
Do we want to go into that?
I don't know, but I called I called a guy. I saw him on Facebook, or Holly did, and he had a Bobcat on tracks like a tank, right?
Yeah, let's talk about this.
And I'm like, this dude can get it. So I was like, call that dude, whatever he says, and he gave a really fair price. He came out there and did a killer job. And then asked Holly, hey, do you want to move?
Like, there should be a grunting noise, like Home Improvement used to have. Yeah.
He asked Holly, hey, do you want to move your cars? Because I can get your parking area better.
No, I'll just move with the bucket.
Yeah. So, great guy. Moved it all out of the way, but then I thought.
Can we give a shout out? What's his name?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to mess it up because I've not met the guy in person, but I have his name right here. So bear with me. Sorry, I don't.
No, we'll just edit this out.
Yeah.
Don't.
Just hold on. Hold on. Keep it going, Matty B. Keep it going. Or edit it out. There it is. There it is.
I like the dance. We don't need to edit anything. Here we go. I feel like we're getting close.
We're not getting close, but I believe it's
We'll come back to
Brian.
Oh, you might have sent it to me.
Did I? Or did maybe Holly sent it to me? Come on, keep it going. Keep going.
You sent me this guy. Dun, 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 dun. I do want to give him props. I really do.
I do too. He deserves it.
We'll come back to it. Nonetheless. Doesn't matter. Okay, anywho.
Brian Sager. That's what I was going to say.
Exactly what you're going to say.
S-A-G-E-R. S-A-G-E-R.
Like Bob Sager.
Right.
Seeger?
Brian Sager. So he did a great job. And so Holly mentions it on Facebook.
Does he have a business name or is it just?
No, it was just him. And he does this kind of
like
work
landscaping,
apparently.
Sager
Maybe.
landscaping.
It's a little more serious than landscaping,
Okay.
but he's got a pretty good sized rig, kind of like your truck with a big trailer that can carry this big monster Bobcat. And he was equipped for it. But he was just like, hey, look, people need help. I'll help them. And gave us a great deal, whatever. So a few days, and he got it all figured out. But then I said, look, I should probably make it a little wider in case the gas truck can't come. So me and my boys spent hours doing that. And then I thought, I better make a whole footpath all the way to where the gas thing is so they don't say it's too much snow. So me and my boys did all that. Anyway, here's the good part about Brian Sager. So Holly sent him a message and said, hey, you know what? Our pastor is out of town with his wife.
Oh, yeah.
And,
this is the best part of the story, Matty B. I didn't learn this till today. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
What a turn of events.
The pastor's out of town. He's going to be coming back, and his driveway has not been touched. And you guys know his driveway. I mean, it's steep all up.
Oh, look here, and it comes off. The problem with that driveway, not the problem, the plowing dilemma is it opens up to a significantly main road, like a
Route
4-lane highway.
Yep.
And so you can't just push it off and you have to be and
You've got to be very careful.
And it's steep, bro. If you can't slide down that thing, you're going into traffic.
You will be you'll be a dead man.
Bad day.
So Holly texts this gentleman, Brian Sager, and says, hey, our pastor is out of town. He's actually out of the country visiting a missionary, and he's about to come home to this nightmare, and it has not seen one piece of foot traffic, let alone a snow shovel or a plow.
When are they coming back?
I'm not sure. So they said, don't worry. The neighbor's going to try. He's got a tractor.
Big Kubota tractor.
Well, he found the same thing you found, that this driveway is frozen solid and the wheels are just spinning. It's not made for that. So she texts, Brian Sager, and Brian says, well, wait a minute. What's your pastor's name? So she told him, and he said, well, I know him. He's my pastor.
Turns out, what a twist.
I don't know. I don't know that I've met Mr. Brian Sager. If I have, shame on me, because I'm the kind of guy that forgets names easily. Like, I don't even know who you guys are.
Most of the time. Yeah.
Brian says...
We should have him on the podcast. We should have him tell his side of the story.
Brian says, don't worry.
S-A-G-E-R?
S-A-G-E-R.
I'm looking him up. B-R-Y or B-R-I?
B-R-Y.
B-R-Y.
Yeah.
I see him now.
So
okay. I see you, Brian. Hey, Brian, if you're listening, which you're not, but if you are, men's study starts in March. Wednesday nights, buddy. Why haven't we seen you there?
There he is.
Oh, I looked. Oh, yeah. I saw that. I saw it. All right. Anyways.
So, he said, I'll be over there at 2:00 today. So the driveway will be completely done before the pastor gets home.
That's legit.
Well, do you know, I passed that house on the way here
Yeah.
tonight. And I slowed down and took a look. Pristine.
Pristine. The man does good work. Well done, Brian.
He's a man of his word.
Fact.
He gives when people are in need.
Fact.
And he does good work.
Fact. And he ties with his gifts to the church, which is
solid dude.
Solid dude.
Yep.
Not a dirtbag.
Not
quality human.
Not a dirtbag at all. Not on the dirtbag tracker whatsoever. Quality human
We
being.
should create a new one called the Good Dude Tracker, which is actually, is that what we want to do? Good dude or dirtbag? Good dude, bad dude? Think about it, Matty B, because whatever the opposite of dirtbag is, that's somewhat, that will like be pithy enough to be the opposite. It can't be like good dude and not a good dude. Like, that's dumb.
Can't be like dirtbag and clean bag.
Yeah. Clean bag. Chicken frickashaw. I don't even know what he said. I'm going to make things up. So
yeah, that's fine.
But here's why it matters, because we're fixing to get in there 21 minutes into this episode into a place where we said, you guys don't know what's coming either because we didn't tell you this.
That's right.
So we didn't even know. A place where a person that we said we were going to cover, a dude we said we were going to cover from the very beginning, just didn't know when. Well, guess what? Matty B, give me some fancy suspenseful sound effects. Oh, a drum roll. David. You may have heard of him, Josh.
I would almost have thought it would have been the lyre or the harp.
Ooh, why? Okay. We'll talk about that, turns out. So, all right, Matty B, here's the question. We're going to try. Okay, this is going to be really hard to do for us. We're going to try to make this a 3-part series. On 1, 2, 3, uno, dos, chicken fritters, tres. And which is how many you need to make for tomorrow when you bring that fancy meal y'all bringing. I mean, don't say anything.
Gumbo,
I'm fired up about that. Cold weather.
Now if Holly has got the time, we'll do potato salad too.
What do I need to do to help her to make sure she has the time? You need tasks handled? What do you need?
I think we're good. I gave her a day's notice, which means she's probably cooking tonight. Because here's the way it tastes best. This sounds strange.
Leave it outside in the air. Cold air.
That's my man.
Hey, I pay attention.
It's always better than gumbo's always better than next day.
When it comes to food, my man's in.
I mean, hey.
I like it. When it comes to gumbo, it's always better the next day. But we leave it outside when it's cold. And we say that makes it taste better.
So I have 3 daughters. 2 of them chose to make their dad, because I hadn't been home in a while, to make their dad peanut butter meltaways. Buckeyes.
What's that?
You don't know what a Buckeye is?
Is it with the Hershey Kiss in the middle?
Oh, no. That's a cookie.
Oh.
This is like, think of a peanut butter ball with a little bit of, confectionery sugar or whatever that's mixed into the thing. Dipped in, Matthew Bravo, chocolate crusting. So you got picture like the size of a golf ball or something smaller.
Or is it already? Oh.
I ate them all in one setting. I want to. If they made them, I'll bring them in. You think about you take with a dang toothpick or something, you got a golf ball sized ball of peanut butter. And you got a melted thing of chocolate. You dip it, you set it on the pan, and you freeze it. That's what made me think of it. So yeah, this week we put them outside as well and made them. Here's the other thing we did for all you dads with young kids out there. I had a Facebook post about this, but it was, when life hands you ice, you make slushies. Snow cones, yeah. So what we did, the other thing we did, Matty B, with the slush, the sleet that we got, we went out that same night. We'd never done this. I'm like, why have we never done this? It's God's ice snow cones. We went out. We got cups full of the sleet. It's in purest form, dude.
Yeah.
And we made slushies.
Welcome to the club, sir.
Did you do that too?
I don't do that ridiculousness, but my children do.
That was a great idea.
I don't like cold stuff like that.
Okay.
The only time I went outside was in between the snow and the sleet. So it wouldn't freeze the snow in my car. It would just freeze the ice in my car, which I didn't regret it because I was helping someone else clean off their car. I punched the snow and it just rolled off.
Here's
ice.
Here's a pro tip: cardboard.
Yeah, yeah.
Fact on your windshield. Yeah.
Or even a blanket.
I didn't think about a blanket.
I should have done my front porch with a tarp.
Ooh.
I put the Kubota under a tarp for that very reason.
Mm-hmm.
The tractor, because I didn't want to. I got stuck in the yard before because when the snow was heavy and deep, and so I pulled it out like prepped. I prepped this thing. I did everything I could,
and then it failed you.
It
Kubota
failed me bad, dude.
Honda's better than Kubota.
I don't have a Kubota. I do want a tractor,
they're both Japanese, I think.
I have a Honda. I've got a Honda 4-wheeler, and I
what year is it?
Love it. Oh, it's 2022.
Oh, it's a new one. Well, here's the thing. That's
20?
why we bought the one we did, because I thought you were going to say 90s, because we have a Honda 4Trax from 1991, and
Still
that
going.
sucker still runs, dude. It runs great. It's a little beat up, worse for wear. It's the most reliable piece of equipment I've ever had. It's, how many years is that? 10, 20, 30-something years old. And you just go out, it's like, blah, 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 blah. It starts right up, dude. I was like, that's why I'm like, I know if I buy something that's, expensive, if I'm going to sink money into a ATV, it's going to be a Honda. Because it will last. Proven track record of lasting. And
they're unstoppable, man.
Easy to work on. Number 3 is, guess what they're not driven by, like the Polaris and all those other ones are? A belt. They're shaft driven. So guess what? I don't have to deal with, the joke on the Honda forum, and I was reading about plowing snow, like, hey, yeah, the only thing I miss about not plowing snow with my Kubota is the smell of burning rubber when the belt slips, And so anyway, we took that thing out. We're never going to get to David. We took that thing out into the refuge in Arkansas. Buddy, I'm serious. Like, when I tell you, we were busting brush, like more than just a little bit driving. I was running trees over routinely.
I believe it.
And it didn't even know they were there, type of run them over. I'm talking, maybe you can see it on camera. I'm saying like the size of like your forearm trees. Runs them right, like it didn't even know they were. I do have another story, dude. Here's another little gotcha. Bro, we were driving through the refuge, and we had one of these prepared trails, and the water was super low, so we didn't boat. We drove the ATVs, buddy. Look.
Why not?
We got onto a bridge that was covered in ice once. Like a small, like, walking bridge meant for ATVs.
Sure.
Dude. I crossed that bridge that week at least 10 to 15 times. No issues. We crossed it on the way out, and it had rained, and it got a little cold. I'm like, I only got to make it back across here one more time, and we're home free. I had 3 people and a dog.
And that was the one.
I had 3 people and a dog in the side-by-side with all of our equipment. Buddy, we slid off the side of that thing. And the only thing, chaos ensued. You want to see some grown men running for the hills? Watch what happens and if you can on camera, you can see, but I'm sliding off. You're sliding sideways off that. You lose a tire, and then it keeps going. I'm like, oh no! I was on the driver's side. We were sliding towards the passenger side. I got out and like leaned over to keep it from and it wouldn't have fallen, but more than a few feet. But that's a lot of feet into the water in 10-degree temperatures.
Oh, you don't want to be in that water.
And holy moly, that was an emotional. I don't know how y'all react.
Now, how'd you get it out? Because you had no winch.
We didn't have a winch, so I got out and I held it and they got out. We got all the dogs, 2 dogs actually, all the dogs out. Get all things with a heartbeat out of it. Yeah, you know the 2 dogs. You met them both.
Beautiful.
So I kind of held it, and it kind of stabilized itself. So I didn't have to apply constant pressure on the thing from falling in. It kind of got stuck and stabilized itself in one of the little slats.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, I put the guy who you talked to on the podcast
Mhm.
on the steering wheel, and the other two of us basically just like held it. We went into the water, held it up, and just like go backwards. And it took a little bit of like shimmying, and we had to like push it because it got stuck in them slats.
Oh, right.
The tire sprocket or whatever you want to call it, springs, whatever. Eventually, we just backed up and then slowly went over the bridge again with one person, and the other guy just kind of providing like a little bit of a. And we got up and out, and off we went. But it was emotional, and I don't know how y'all respond to stress. Some people like it drains them. Like they react, they deal, and they drain. Me, like. I react and deal, and then I get incredibly giddy.
Yeah.
Like that, like they're like, that was terrible. I was like, that was awesome.
We lived.
we
It
lived.
didn't kill
Let's do
us.
it again.
Let's go. And they were not, I don't think they appreciated that response, but man, I was fired up. It's like, that was actually a lot of fun. Like we took this thing and found the limit. But
Yeah.
I will tell you, that if you are looking for an ATV, I'm looking at the camera, whoever's listening, a Honda Pioneer of any variety is worth your investment, I promise you.
Well, I've got a four-wheeler. Mine's a Honda Rubicon Rancher, I think, something like that. And it's only a 650, but man, that thing laughs at other four-wheelers.
Dude,
And-
Honda, telling you.
I've heard people like, why'd you just get a 650? I'm like, I got a 650. I got 5 acres of hilly property. Most things, what I'm going to do is drag logs around, pull a trailer.
Yeah, can you pull an elephant with yours? No? Oh, I can.
Yeah. Well, I used to go back and forth between Jim Squire's house, and we had four-wheeler trails all through the woods. And he lives like a mile and a half as the crow flies, but it's like almost a 5-mile trip.
Why is it as a crow? Why is it can't be like as the...
Buzzard flies?
Yeah, well, they fly in circles
Well, there you go.
because
We
they're
don't
trying
want-
to smell. We've
That'd be a
established
terrible.
this.
That'd be a terrible way to go.
I guess crows fly straight. We'll go with
maybe.
crow. I mean, that's
guess.
the truth, but where'd that come from?
Got me.
Anyway, sorry,
I
go
don't have
ahead.
a clue. Yeah, but that thing, man, you can't stop it. And mine's a manual transmission, which I love.
You like that, yeah?
Yeah.
I do too.
Um,
Less room,
yeah.
less room to break.
and it's also just it's weird for me, a four-wheeler like a motorcycle, but it's an automatic. It's weird.
Yeah,
You
you don't want an automatic.
The only problem is it's clutchless. There's no clutch for it. You just shift and go.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm shifting right now. You can't see that, but my foot.
I can hear it.
I had one of
And
those.
Yeah, it's a
growing
foot
up
shifter.
too. Yeah.
You know, anybody that has a
Yeah.
four-wheeler knows what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's just weird to be a motorcycle rider and not
Bow.
know. So I'm cruising along, hitting the top end of second gear. I'm going to third, and I hit the. I'm like,
The brake.
because I feel like it
Yeah,
should be
yeah,
the clutch. I don't ride motorcycles anymore, but
We've had this discussion.
yeah, we're done with that. We're done with that. Thought
Yeah,
about it
Ford
more
will
a
make
lot
up for it.
lately
What,
because
stupid Virginia Pond?
because my wrist was hurting so bad from the ice.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, yep, that's it. I'm done.
That's when you promoted yourself to foreman.
I did.
Speaking of promotions, can we get back to David here? Who got us off
I
topic?
mean, I don't know.
That's a good question.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, David, my good man.
David,
just-
the shepherd boy.
I was right, and I was in the middle of asking Maddie B. So we are gonna endeavor,
Let's.
small word, endeavor to keep it to 3 episodes. 33 minutes now later, I don't think we can do it now, but we'll try. And here's what we want to break it down as, Josh, if you're listening.
Yeah, I'm
or watching. We're going to do an episode on David's called to David and Goliath. Okay. If you didn't know, it's the same David, boys.
Yep.
I can't wait to talk about that. And we're not going with regular Goliath. Like, there's more to that story.
Sure.
Anyways, and then there is Time on the Run from Saul as a
Yeah.
warrior.
So David on the run.
David on
and
the run.
Goliath, David on the run.
Yep. And then the third one is David is King. And there's separate and unique lessons to learn for men, I
A
think,
lot.
from each one of those sagas, time periods.
Let me tell you though,
Events.
You and I talked about this, what you just shared, the 3 David episodes. And that's about as much as you shared with me. This is what we're doing. So do your research. So I started looking into it. Here's what I figured out. There's so much about David. I thought I knew it all. I had no
dude.
clue.
No way.
I had no clue. And here's why. This is my pet peeve. You ready?
Oh, boy.
What I knew about David consisted of the pictures I got to color in Sunday school when I was 5.
You're going to stop preaching and start meddling in a second. I know you.
Because I knew David and Goliath.
Fact.
I
All the
knew
same David.
David and Bathsheba.
Yep.
I knew David running from Saul, right?
Yep.
And his friend Jonathan.
Is your son named after Jonathan? The loyal Jonathan?
Well, that's why it's not, but that is why we chose James' middle name to be David.
Okay, good to go. All right, so anyways.
So Jonathan Luke, James David.
Very nice.
Jonathan and James, sons of thunder. James's middle name, they're good friends.
Very well.
Jonathan and David.
Oh, yeah.
But there was so much, and you think, well, I know it. I've been to Sunday school. I've heard these stories. I know that life of David. It is chock full
Oh, yeah.
of good stuff.
Is that a chalk with a C-H-A-L-K or a C-H-O-C-K?
I was glad you asked that.
Well, do tell.
Well, I don't know how to spell it. I'm from South Louisiana. I went to a
just say
public
it.
school. But
Chicken frigger filet.
do y'all
I
say
don't
anything else added on to that chalk thing? Like when something's
Chalk.
full? It's
Oh.
chalked full.
Chock full.
Have you heard
We
that
don't.
phrase?
Yeah, oh yeah. We don't use it much. Chock full.
Have you ever heard the phrase chock-a-block full?
Yes. Not recently. It's chock-a-block full of. Yeah.
Yeah. They say it all the time in South
They like
Louisiana.
that?
They love it.
That's way better than some of these other weird ones we've heard. Chock-a-block. Yeah. So anyway, David is chock-a-block full
Of good content.
of good men content.
And we're a bit concerned about how to pack it in 36 minutes into a 1-hour episode to squeeze this in 2.5 episodes, unless we just cover some main points and wave tops.
Yeah, let's just do this then, because Matty B has not prepped this, because I asked him. I only know that because before the show I asked him. Matty B, tell us what you have heard, what you know of David, and so that will encapsulate what a broad brush, general, biblical knowledge guy who didn't prep for an episode would know.
Oh, because we cheated in prep.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so
yeah.
that way we'll take that, and these couple things, and then we'll start.
So from his perspective, without having cliff notes or the ability to cheat beforehand.
Right.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
What do you know about David? What does a layman know? Do you think?
What's a standout thing you think about him?
Well, one, he was the youngest of 7.
8.
8, yeah.
Yep, he was the youngest, you're right.
He was the youngest, and he was a shepherd.
Yep.
And when it came time to go and battle Goliath, he was told to stay back and tend the sheep.
Okay.
And I'm getting all this from a VeggieTales episode.
VeggieTales?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about the rest after that?
So after that,
Most people stop there.
Can we do silly songs with Larry now?
No, we can't. Sorry.
In between. Yeah, so after that, he tended the sheep, and then his father, I believe, said, hey, your brothers, Jesse, said, hey, your brothers have been out there a while. Why don't you go take them some food?
Oh, you're
Yes,
stuck.
so-
Yeah, let's just stay wave tops. What other big stories have you heard about David?
Lion's Den, right? On the run? Or was that?
No.
No?
Unless I missed it.
No.
No, that was Daniel.
Daniel for
Yeah,
sure.
that was
Yep,
Daniel.
you're right.
It was definitely that.
Yeah, so, kill Goliath with one strike, one rock.
Do you know anything about like pre-king, post-king?
I know he got in some trouble with Bathsheba, and
There you go. That's what people know.
and kind of didn't want to fight with her husband, so he made a selfish decision to say, "Hey, why don't you go take on those guys?"
Yep.
And then,
Yep.
so he could have Bathsheba all to himself. And
Yeah, I think that's great, Matty B, because that is exactly where we think most guys stand on David. They know he was a shepherd. They know he killed Goliath, probably one of the most famous stories in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
They know he was a king. And then some, not all, will know that he committed the most treasonous act against one of his soldiers, which was the Bathsheba incident, which we'll get into, right?
Yeah.
Outside of that, people aren't, I don't think, really well versed.
No.
So, Josh, why don't we just start from the beginning? talk about David, who he was, where he came from. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
Who he was, where we
I
came
like
from, and we'll cover everything relevant that we can up through killing Goliath on this episode. So
Okay.
let's start there. Where is
We're
he
gonna
from,
go fast.
Josh?
Bethlehem, right?
In fact, he was. And
Yeah.
that begins the Jesus parallels.
That's right, and exactly right. So, as you know, which you've probably heard from the Jesus recounts of his life, Bethlehem is kind of a do-nothing place, a little small, not a big deal. I got to put glasses on because I did write some notes.
And if you're wondering where this is found, it's in 1 Samuel 16, where you start to get the David story. Guess who's
Yeah.
in 1 Samuel 1 and 2, Josh?
Oh,
Weird. Our boys, the Dirtbags.
oh yeah, I got them right here.
Phineas.
Eli,
Yep. Eli's two sons, the Dirtbags.
Phineas, and Habanero.
That's correct. All right. So 1
Yeah.
Samuel 16, David, Bethlehem, small town. Got your glasses.
Yeah. So the interesting thing that I pointed out was before David enters the story, Israel had a king, but didn't have a leader.
Oh, okay.
You follow what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Like he might have been a king, but the dude
We're
was
talking
not
Saul.
Yeah. So it's important for me in my brain to start writing some of these main characters down. So we have David,
I'll do this too.
and then we have Saul.
Saul, they're nemesis, right? They're like antagonist, protagonist, whatever fancy thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
David, Saul. Okay.
So David enters the story, and Israel's already in trouble. People had demanded a king, and God gave them Saul. And then we can dig into this if you want. I wish I'd have written it would have been maybe, where did you say, 16?
16 is where David's story starts.
Yeah, I think it's
It's like 13, but 16 primarily, yeah.
And Saul started off humble, but then what happened?
He was, and he was a man of God, and then he wasn't.
Yeah. So he goes from humble to disobedient to insecure as a leader.
Yep. And it says something in there about the fact that the Holy Spirit left him and an evil spirit took over. Remember that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then the only thing, so we'll get into David, but the only thing that soothed Saul when the evil spirit would overtake him or overcome him was
Music.
David's music, the
Yeah.
harp and lyre, which is why you said that in the beginning,
Right. That's right.
because he was a musician as well.
Mm-hmm.
So David, musician from Bethlehem, not a king, not in the line of the king. Well, he's in the line of, I believe, Abraham, the Abrahamic line, but not in the line for the kingship of Israel, okay?
So,
Son of Jesse,
yep.
number 8 of 8,
David.
small in stature.
Yeah.
And I think it usually says something along the level of unremarkable. Like just nothing really that stood out about the guy.
Interesting.
Physically. Like you'd see, although they did say, if I go back and look, I think he was he was like a good-looking young man. Like he was a handsome young man or something like that, they said.
Interesting.
Very interesting. But anyways, go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
Yeah. So 16:1, God sends Samuel to the house of Jesse. And so that's where we have the story where Jesse brings out 7 of his 8
All
sons.
of them, yeah.
And says, "Here's my sons." Meanwhile, number 8 is out
Tending the sheep.
tending the sheep. And so then, I'm kind of skipping down a little bit now. 16:10 through 11, Jesse had 8 sons. David's keeping the sheep. David was, I can't see without glasses, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't see you with them on, so I'm going to take them on and take them off. David wasn't even invited.
No, didn't even make the cut. It's like a Cinderella story.
He wasn't considered. He wasn't even in the room.
Right.
You know what I mean? But God's call, I think that what I grasped right there is God's call on your life has nothing to do with how people see you.
Outwardly.
Yeah, because men look on the outward, God looks at the heart. But yeah, the guy is small. The guy is small in stature. He's just a sheep herder. And
Right.
the people are going to look at him and be like, he's a nobody from Bethlehem. Come on.
Yep. And in fact, in the 1 Samuel 13, which is previous, David's described as having a heart aligned with God. So he's preordained. So Samuel the prophet goes down to find this guy. Like he's like, God's like, nope, he's the son of Jesse, go get him.
Right.
And he runs through the first 7 and doesn't find him, and he keeps come back, like, nope. And he finally gets to David, and he's like, this is the one. And then, so David's anointed king. And then what does David go back to doing, Josh?
He goes back to being a sheep. And it's
or
12
shepherd,
where they said, and he sent out and brought him in. Now he was ruddy, whatever that is, and had beautiful eyes. That's weird. And he was handsome.
There you go.
And the Lord said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. Then Samuel took the horn of oil, anointed him in the midst of his brothers.
Right.
And the Spirit of the Lord rushed upon David.
Exactly.
And from that day forward, Samuel rose up and went to Ramah.
And what's the next verse?
And now the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and a harmful spirit.
Bingo. That's the flip. And so from that day forward, Saul changed. Different dude. Saul's now tormented. David's now anointed. He's got the Spirit of God with him. And then everything David does from this point on is with the Spirit of God on him.
Which is interesting.
It is, because here's a little fun fact. Go ahead.
No.
Here's a fun fact. Like we talked about this. David goes back out into the wilderness, and he's in his prep time. He's going to be a shepherd.
That's it.
And guess what's the most popular of all 150 whatever Psalms, Josh? What's you think the most popular one?
Yeah, that walk through the valley of the shadow
Psalm
of death.
23. Who wrote that?
David.
Guess when?
That's how we would pronounce it.
Not when he was a king, not when he was on the run, when he was a shepherd boy, prior to even slaying Goliath. So we see David's heart and his ability to have that conversation and communicate through writing before he's even does anything of renown. The only thing he's done to this point is be obedient, have a heart to serve, and be anointed the king.
Right.
With the Spirit of God.
But
that's it.
You mentioned it that
I thought that was neat. I didn't know that was fact.
You said something like prep time.
Oh, yeah. David was in his prep time.
And
he had done nothing yet.
David's training was in the field
when
he's with the sheep.
Let's talk about that.
So you got to think about this. Here's this shepherd. He's got to be with those
small
sheep.
Kid.
He's in isolation.
In the mountains. Overnight.
He's got a great responsibility. There's danger involved. He's got to be involved with protecting that flock.
He says bears and lions.
Yeah.
That's part of this. So how's he protecting the flock from bears and lions, Matthew Bravo, do you think? With a sling and rocks. That'll come into play.
Yeah, that's maybe it's an important thing. And I think he knows that the God he worships is God over all that creation.
Oh,
all those animals.
He's got the Spirit of God on him.
Yeah.
Who's working through him right now.
So when a bear comes at him, he's not scared.
No. And he's training this, yeah.
He's like, what?
Yep. And
I worship the God that created you. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. That's right.
Take him out.
Faithful.
Yeah.
So as we go through, David's he's serving God. He's writing Psalms, which is crazy to think about as a young boy, right? This is in his 20s probably, late teens or early 20s, because he becomes a king at 30, but that's later. So the age of 30.
But I think that's it. I think men want to be the hero in the David and Goliath story. They want that hero status. They want that throne, but they don't want the prep time.
That's the point. So let's fast forward. Matty B, if you were responsible for sheep right now and you were told you need to go out and live in the mountains, protect this flock from bears and lions, how would you respond to that?
I would say, are you sure I have to do it?
Yeah, right. This is some pretty gnarly, manly stuff, right? With your bare hands, basically, and a small weapon. A sling is, and it's not a slingshot. Don't get it twisted. A sling is a leather strap that holds a rock that you swing like this. If you're on the camera, I'm swinging it like you would a lasso.
Yeah.
Woo, 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 whap! And then you sling that, and you let go of one side of it, and you sling that rock, and it goes pop.
So that's what's always been like.
80 miles an hour.
It's always been like, honestly, kills a 10-foot tall Goliath. Well, I saw this YouTube reel or whatever it is, where this dude practices this very thing using a slingshot like David would have used. He hangs a
sling, not a slingshot.
A sling, thank you. He hangs a cast iron pan in a tree, from a tree branch.
I ain't seen this.
And he slings that stone at it. For one, the fact is he's good enough that he can hit that pan every time.
Every time.
But the first time,
Bink!
it goes through the cast iron pan.
Went through?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I'll find it and show it to you.
This is some serious weaponry.
So now I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, that's how he died. It wasn't like...
Well, it's not how he died. That's how he got knocked.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what took him down.
Yeah.
We know how he died.
We'll get to that.
And it ain't pretty. But my point is,
Slunk.
It doesn't look that dangerous of a weapon, like that dangerous of a weapon in the coloring picture in 5th grade Sunday school.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But this is legit. Like that thing will do some serious damage.
Yeah, it's like anything else. A lot of things are harmless unless you put it in the hands of a pro, for example.
An assault rifle.
It
can do nothing on its own.
That's a great point, yeah.
But
guns don't kill people.
But in the hands of a killer, it can kill things.
Right, it's people. Spoons don't make you fat.
Right. Can't get mad at the spoon.
Don't get mad at the spoon. And so just same thing. It's like a paintbrush is nothing without the artist. A sling is nothing without the slayer. Or the hunter, slinger.
Yeah.
And a Bible is nothing without somebody who knows what's in there and can use it to advance the kingdom.
Or gets off his butt and reads it every now and then.
Right. It's worthless. Like you could carry your Bible around all you want to. You're not going to make any difference unless you know what it's talking about.
Or you could put the little fish on the back of your car and it doesn't do anything either.
It's a fact. Yeah. You can outfit yourself. So David and Goliath.
You can outfish yourself?
Hmm?
You can outfish yourself?
I don't know.
You said outfit yourself.
Yeah, you can outfit yourself with the Bible or outfit yourself with a sticker.
I was just being silly. Never mind.
Oh, I would like to be outfished. I like to fish. Trout fishing, actually, which is coming up soon because it's the spring coming. But, and so we're talking about we're going to fast forward to a war between the Israelites, or the nation Israel, we'll say, because there's more than just Israelites. The nation Israel, led by Saul, and the Philistines, or Philistines. How are we going to say it?
We'll say Philistines.
Philistines. And Goliath, my man Goliath. Tell me about my man Goliath. What do you know about him?
So Philistine, 10 feet tall, wore 40 pounds of body armor or something like that. Yeah. Pretty arrogant dude. Came out taunting the Lord's army.
Every day.
Which I think is interesting because they were not untrained. They were not unarmed.
The Lord's army.
Right, but they were frozen in fear.
They were fearful because they weren't trusting in God, and that's the story.
That's right.
So they're whatever valley, it mentions it, I think. They're out in Goliath. So you got valley, one side of the valley, Army Bay, which is the nation Israel. Other side of the valley, Philistines.
Yep.
And then in the Philistines is Goliath is their best fighter. And he comes out and taunts the nation of Israel and their fighters every day. It's like, send me one man and we'll settle this.
Yeah.
He does that for 40 straight days,
and they do nothing.
Not one of the fighters stepped up his game and tried to do the thing.
Failed to act.
Fear. David, again, who has the Spirit of God on him, sees what David, like you said he's the world's first what?
Well, yeah. So David was not part of that army.
No,
he was still doing the sheep thing.
Yeah,
but his dad said, "Hey, your brothers have been out there for a while, so." Take him some food. So we think David was likely the first DoorDash delivery guy.
That's a fact.
So he brings him some food, and he's appalled that this idiot Goliath has the audacity.
How dare he?
To insult and blaspheme his Lord's army.
Yep.
And he's not taking it laying down, even if he is a little short with beautiful eyes and handsome looking, whatever. Soft hand. He can't have soft hands. He's slaying lions.
He's living in the bush.
Yeah, so he's blue collar dude.
Definitely.
For sure.
We could be friends.
Yeah, absolutely. So he says, hey, nobody's going out there to handle this dude. I'll go.
And he's actually kind of embarrassed for them.
Yeah,
like
kind of ashamed
you clowns,
of him.
like you 40 days and you guys are afraid of this guy. And and what do they say to David? You remember?
And No, I don't. Right off the top of
It's
my head.
essentially they
It's-
give him a heart. Like,
yeah,
who are you?
Yeah, come
punk?
on. Yeah, come on, little dude.
Yeah,
Really,
like,
sit down.
Yeah, let the adults do the work.
Let the
here.
men do this. Yeah.
Bingo. And David said, "Stand by, stand back."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, no, no." And Saul's like, "Look."
But Saul says, "Hey, you need to take my armor."
Yeah, and if you're gonna do it, take my armor.
Yeah.
And David, I think he says he tries it on. And he's like, "No, no, no."
Yeah, he's like, I can't fight with this.
No.
But that's a good representation of, hey, this is the world. You can outfit your stuff with the world's solutions, and it's not going to work.
It can't work. It's not gonna work for you.
He's going there with God's solutions.
There we go.
You know,
With the spirit, the
and-
sword of the spirit,
yeah.
Joshua.
And he's like, hey, this doesn't fit my training.
Yeah.
I've been in the field with these sheep. I've been slaying lions and bears. I know what my training is. That armor is not it.
Not it.
That armor will get you this. These dudes laying on their rear end,
Yep. Just
letting
watching.
this dude insult the Lord all day, every day. So
Yeah.
he puts the armor down. He goes off without it.
Yep, goes down in there. He says, "I got this." And I think Goliath taunts him from a ways off. He's like, "Who are you sending me? This boy, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah." He has nothing, no armor. He's just going out there like he's tending the flock
Yeah.
of sheep, man. And he grabs his sling. And you have an interesting take on this. And I think he grabbed 6 stones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Several other stones. I
Yeah.
can't recall the exact number off the top of my head.
And so
Shame
he doesn't
on
just
me.
go down with a stone. He
Thought it
goes
was
down with a
5,
plan.
but-
Might be 5. And he says,
He goes down with a plan because apparently Goliath is not the only one from his
you got?
family. 5 stones.
It was 5.
"Oh, 5 stones." Okay.
In verse 40, it says, "Then he took his staff in his hand and chose 5 smooth stones from the brook and put them in his shepherd's pouch.
Now,
The sling
shame-
was in his hand, and he approached the Philistine."
So Philistine is where we chose to go
Oh,
with
sorry.
Philistine, not Philistine this time. We'll probably do it
Philistine.
next time for the next one. Next time for the next one, whatever. Anyway,
Mhm.
so here's my thought, and shame on me for not remembering this. I thought you might bring it up, and I should have looked it up again. But do you have any idea why he got 5 stones? If he believes in this God so fiercely, why didn't he just grab 1? Any thought?
Maybe his target was more than 1.
Bingo. Goliath had 4 brothers.
There you go.
And you know what? You know what they did when they saw Goliath fall?
They ran.
She gone.
Yep. They didn't say a word about it.
So, bang.
But he didn't just fall.
Yeah, he did. He did fall.
He did.
David gets
A
down
big
there,
old thud.
grabs a sling, knocks this 9-foot dude out cold because he gets him in the middle of the forehead with a rock,
Yes.
going 80 miles an hour through a frying pan.
Bam.
And
at your face.
And it's not like it's over there. My man David, who
Takes a
got
walk over
laughed
there.
off the mountain, basically, went down there and slayed this clown.
And I think at that point, the Lord's army, his brothers who were heckling him, I think they were probably quiet at that point.
Yeah, and this is exactly like Joshua. And this is like the 12 spies. Because Joshua had the same take. He's like, I don't care how big these people are, was the
Yeah.
Nephilim he mentions then. I don't care if there's giants. I got God on my side. David said the same thing. I don't care if he's a giant. I've got God on my side, bro.
Yeah.
And guess what he did? He walked down and slayed this dude. And when he knocked him out, Matty B, did he just leave him lay there on the ground?
No.
No. He took old boy's sword out.
Whose sword?
Goliath's sword out from his own sling.
As if what he's about to do isn't insulting enough.
Oh, boy.
I
Yep.
will take your own sword
Yep.
and do the deed.
Chopped his head off.
Clean off.
Clean off, held it up, and kept it as a trophy, I think. And so he not only did he knock this Goliath guy out, he chopped his head off with his own sword. And that, my good friend, is the beginning of David being an absolute legend. Would you agree?
Yeah, without a doubt.
But back to
And-
the whole point about this prep time stuff,
yeah.
right? He was faithful to God. He was prepping. And here's the thing. God had put him as a shepherd boy, knew this was the guy, and training him to use the sling, bears, lions, protect the flock. There's a bunch of symbolism there. Born in Bethlehem, a bunch of symbolism, okay? But essentially, he's sitting there, he's writing Psalms, his relationship with God, he's learning how to be a soldier as a kid, a young boy. And then when his time was up, when he was called, he was ready. And that's the takeaway there, I think, Josh, is like, what are we doing right now in our prep time to prepare for things that we don't even know, in situations we don't even know we're going to be in the future, you know?
Well, that's a good point. And I think what happens is you have David, who is this shepherd kid who ends up killing the very giant who's frightening the entire army. But you've got to wonder, he gets anointed, goes back out to the field, tends sheep some more. He waits for the time to be right, waits for God to tell him what time it is. He's got to be thinking, I ain't going to bring him food. I've been anointed.
Right.
What am I bringing food for?
But he did it.
I ain't DoorDash.
Humble servant.
Yeah. He didn't win the battle with Goliath because of his bravery. He won it because he knew who God was.
Ooh, yeah.
And his faith was in God.
That's
unwavering.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always going to look like the champion, 12th round in the boxing ring with Goliath. It's going to look a lot like tending sheep.
Ooh.
It's going to look.
That's a great point, Josh.
It's going to look a lot like, all right, they've eaten all the grass over here. I got to get up and move this whole flock to the other side of that hill.
Point.
And this is miserable. And I should be doing better. And God's got a call in my life. But right now, I've got to be faithful in these small things.
I love that. I love where you're going with
He's going to let me know when I get to slay those big things. I think we all want the big moment. I think we all want to be King David on the throne.
Mm.
I don't think we all want to do the prep work.
No.
The prep work's not always fun.
Buddy, that's a great point. We need, because we spend 99% of our time in the mundane.
Yeah.
Prepping for the moment.
Yeah.
We all want to have these Goliath moments, but you can't have those every day.
No.
We spend 99% of your time in the mundane to prep for that one moment. And so the question becomes, what you're saying was, what are we doing right now?
What's your prep?
And will you be ready? You'll be ready some, but like, to what degree could you be ready?
Are you putting in the reps today?
That's correct. It's like a workout. Reps and sets today to prep for the big game, for day one, right? For opening day. And if you fail, if you let yourself down, okay, that's on you. But shame on you if somebody needed you to have prepped, a friend, a family, a relative, a brother, and you didn't.
Well, think about Olympic athletes, how much they train for the Olympics every day, year after year.
A lifetime.
They get there and they're like, what's your event? It's like 300 meters. Do you know how fast that goes?
Yeah, 100-meter sprint, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
9 something.
How many hours? The discipline and the sleep and the eat regimen to make sure their muscles are recovering, to make sure they're running enough or resting enough to get there for a 10-second race.
That's right. So the takeaway here, fellas, is, and I think it's a good ending point. We actually did get through most of it. We're in a prep time, Josh. We don't know what we're prepping for. Mostly, we know the enemy's going to come with his flaming darts. Ephesians 6, armor of God. He's going to come with his flaming darts, flaming arrows. The question becomes: what are you armored up?
Or are you going to listen to those guys heckling you, saying, "Why him?"
Look at this dude. And let somebody else do it for you.
I know that dude's past.
Woo!
That dude's not big enough. He can't handle this.
Don't let him clown you.
Don't let him clown you.
All right. Well, look, we got through David part 1.
Yeah, there we go.
David part 1 in Snowmageddon. There's a Goliath I wasn't expecting.
I wasn't prepped for that one.
No way. Just to kind of reiterate, reach out to us. I know a lot of you have. We have a guest coming on in the next few episodes that came through the email at thechoicepodcastshow@gmail.com.
That was a great one, too. That's one to look out for.
Yep, it's coming
it's
in
a treat.
1, 2,
and we've never met this guy.
3, 4 from now. No, never.
He found us.
He found us. That's exactly
and he's
how it's
coming
supposed
on.
to work. Man of faith.
Yeah.
Ex-cop. Former cop. Doesn't matter. You can find us at choicepodcastshow@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook at The Choice Podcast. And if you have any questions, hit us up, and we'll go ahead and respond to them the best. I think we do a pretty decent job of getting back to you within the first day or so, right, Matty B?
Yeah, I think we've been pretty quick. Either way, reach out. If you're listening, reach out and just say, hey, thanks for listening.
All right. Well,
It'll be fun.
It will be. We'll come right back at you in a couple days with the next episode with David Part 2 on the run, friends. Remember this: men of the world follow trends, but men of the faith follow truth.
Make your choice.